Of all places, it's like history. Damn be it. Austria has implemented a lockdown, but there was a segregation lockdown because it only applied to unvaccinated people. That's weird. Austria. But, oh, how the turntables. I was reading about this when it first happened in Austria, where there were so many people that were cheering this on. More Europeans than I saw Americans. Like, yeah, they should do this. This is something that's necessary. All this shit, segregation, all this bullshit. And then Austria's doing this, and it's going to increase. So they laughed at the unvaccinated. Keep that in mind, and thought that they should be. And now here we go. Salzburg is about to impose a general lockdown, and there's another one. There's two basically states in Austria, as it mentions, that are going to restrict public life of vaccinated and unvaccinated people. It's not funny unless you are one of those assholes in Austria that were laughing at them and said, ha ha, you unvaccinated pricks. That's why we get to go do shit and you get to stay home. And then they woke up the next day and the government said, no. You get your bitch ass in a boxcar too. Hoe ass nigga. Oh, man. Again, it's not funny for those people other than the assholes who thought it was funny. That's it. Now, for the people who unfortunately live in these areas that are having to go through this yet again with another strenuous lockdown for nothing, right? Because there's no evidence pointing to the idea that this shit even works in terms of mitigating some spread of some shit. You got egg on your face. Congratulations. But the serious note is just this. And let's see. Matter of fact, before I get there, let's read through this a little bit. It says a general lockdown, Salzburg and Upper Austria. It goes into effect a week after the country imposed broad restrictions of activities for the unvaccinated people. We no longer see an alternative to a lockdown beginning next week, says the governor of Salzburg. General lockdown in two states, which is expected to last several weeks, comes amid record case loads. The Austrian authorities registered 15,000 new cases in a single day nationwide, a record in the country since the pandemic began. About 40% of those cases were in Salzburg and Upper Austria. This article mentioned that. No, I'll tell you, yeah, those vaccination rates ain't low either. Let's just say that. It's almost as if this vaccine ain't preventing transmission. It's almost like that's the case. The government pulled another bait and switch on you. 15 days to slow the spread, to just the unvaccinated are locked down, to no, the vaccinated and the unvaccinated are locked down. Get in the boxcar. People around the world that are watching this video, your governments do not fear you. They don't fear you at all. You have shown them that all it takes is a virus with a 99% survival rate, a little COVID tracker ticker with a bunch of deaths, and you will do whatever it is that they want you to do. And then they were smart enough to pit you against your neighbors instead of the actual aggressors, and that's the government. And you did their bidding for them. Corporate entities all around the world are doing the bidding and enforcement for the state. And as this keeps continuing, all the rules that they set, you meet the goal and the expectation, and then they move the post on your bitch ass again. It happens because you allowed it to happen, and they don't fear you. And this is why folks like myself have continued to say that this ends when you're ready for it to end. It's not going to be some great hope that's going to come save you from this. No. It ends when you're ready to end. These are power-hungry monsters. They are addicted to this shit. And because they smell blood in the water, because you allow them to exist in the way that they have, they're going to continue to do it. New rules will continue to get made. Whatever allows them and authorizes them to continue to rule over you in the way that they do, they will say whatever they got to say. And it'll never end until you are ready to. That's all I'm saying. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.